Okay, so yeah, talk more about how the early days of being a freshman in Millersville and being on or trying out to be on the football team.
Well, there's a couple things that one football was a part of it, but track was as well. Like I was a track guy. I
Okay.
ran track in high school as well. I didn't run track until my senior year. Again, it's something that if I would have known, I would have started track in middle school, and I would have dominated in the 60 and 1. Easy, I would have dominated in the 60 and 1. Um, but I was gonna go there and run track because I ran track at CCP at the junior college I was at. So my freshman year at Millersville was interesting because I spoke to the coach via email, and when I got there, I couldn't play ball my first year. Couldn't play ball. I had to sit at the red shirt my whole first year there. Um, and my dad got locked up before I got to Millersville, like right before I left. Like January 3rd, he gets locked up. He ain't never been locked up in my life. And
Hmm.
then he gets out like early February and gets sick. Ends up in the hospital. They cut off his toe and then they cut off half his foot because of gangrene. So this is all my first year at Millersville. Like this is all I leave for Millersville. You gotta think about this. I go to Millersville January 27th or some shit like that, or 24th or something like that, right?
Hmm.
My dad's in the hospital in March.
Yeah.
The second week of March, my dad's in the hospital. Um, so there's a lot going on. But a lot of people don't even remember when I got there and realized I couldn't play ball in the first year. My dad's locked up, he's just getting out, and my dad's in the hospital. I put on weight, I had a little gut and all that. A lot of people don't even know that. Like, I was like, I put on a little bit because I was just sitting there, like I was like depressed a little bit. But then I quickly got back to my shit. Had to remember to train and get myself ready to go play ball. Um, so it was hard because I saw my dad tube the hell up, like tubes all in him. And my first like my first week on campus, they thought I was an asshole, which I was. So I ain't even lying. They wasn't wrong. We had a hall meeting. They're
Hmm.
like, okay, these are the rules. I'm like, man, fuck y'all. I go right in my room and shut my door. like I'm kind of on some like not thinking I'm being an asshole, but kind of being an asshole, and I don't even know really. And I was just grieving. I was grieving a lot. And I actually had met a guy from MCM who said, "Yo, man, I think you should come check out MCM." I'm not really thinking about going to do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in the I didn't come through PSSI like the other like I didn't come through there. So all the PSSI kids were in the other hall right next to me. I'm in Harbaugh Hall. I'm in C wing. They were in like B. They were in like B wing,
Hmm.
A or B wing. So we're right next to each other in different halls. So the hall I'm in is like 98% white guys. Were asking me, do I rap? Do I know Meek Mills? And is that my real hair color? They couldn't all this shit and stuff. They just couldn't believe. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, I can't be the only nigga up here. That's what I'm thinking. I can't be the only one. I know I'm the only one. And then I seen them later on the other side. Um, and then eventually things kind of started to mellow out. Um, things started to mellow out a little bit because I did like the campus. It felt safe. I wasn't I wasn't under a lot of pressure to kind of survive. I could just do what I need to do as a student. And long story short, my dad died December 12th that year. So my first day of finals of my second semester, he dies. But up until that, once he came out the hospital, I was going to see him every weekend. I wasn't even on campus. I was like, man, fuck these girls up here. Everybody, I need to go home. So I would go see my dad almost every weekend. It was hard for me to come back sometimes. I didn't want to come back on that Monday. But I knew I had Dr. Garcia that Monday. So I was like, man, I gotta go, I gotta get back. So Mills my first year was just fun. It was fun. It was depressing, but it was fun because I was like away from home in a whole nother world where I got to meet new people. I got to see all these different kinds of women who I had not seen before. I'm from North Philly, so the women I'm seeing here don't exist in North Philly. Like you don't see them just moseying around. So I'm like, damn, So it was tough, but it was a part of it that was so fresh and so new to me that it made it better. If that makes sense, because losing your dad and watching your dad die, that's hard. This is what it is. But having all the freshness and newness of these experiences made it a little easier.
Hmm.